going on, guys? Sunday morning. Weather is miserable. We probably got 4 or 5 inches of rain yesterday. It's finally not raining now, but it's going to rain again in a little bit. So the birds have not been out, but I figure I will give a state of the loft update. We haven't done one of those in a while, and I still wanted to get a video out. So let's get on going with that. So I included it in the in a short, but I'll add it in here real quick. The aviary is pretty much done. Little odds and ends things that I need to do, but you know, I'll get to that probably throughout this week and then get it completed. But here's the young birds outside. They are just been standing in the rain the last 2 days. I mean, I was contemplating bringing them in yesterday and just shutting the door and leaving them inside, but you know what? They know what they're doing. If they want to stand outside in the rain and get soaking wet, then more power to them. They can go in whenever they want. They just choose to be out. But I know it's partially because they haven't been out much in the last week and a half, and they want to go out, but not with this weather. So they're probably going to be waiting till midweek because the weather's really not supposed to improve too much the next few days. Oh, that freaking rooster. But all right, let's get inside there, and I'll get these birds to come in, and we'll talk about some of the birds you guys haven't seen really up close, and the progress that we've made and what some of the plans are. All right, guys, so let's talk about what's going on around here. I haven't had as many videos out recently because I've been dealing with a Cooper's hawk that he won't quit. It's a young male. I know it's young because of the coloration, and that it's a male because it's small. It's really not big. He's not much bigger than the pigeons are. Fortunately, he's really not good at hunting, so maybe he'll just die of starvation. He's gone after the birds probably 5 times, and he's been successful 0 times. Hasn't stopped him from, you know, doing damage in other ways, because so far I've lost 2 birds as a result that just didn't come back. He went after them and they took off. It was only a few times out for them, and I never saw them again. But could be much worse. Could be, you know, down more birds, but no, only 2. So I kept the birds in for a little over a week. I figured, you know what, let's play it safe. He came like 5 straight times. I let the birds out and he went after them. And then I said, you know what, I'm keeping them in. So I kept them in for a little over a week. I got them out Wednesday the first time in a while. I only let out about half of them. And it was good. He didn't come. The birds got out for a little bit and I got them back in. So then we went again on Thursday and he went after one of them. And again, he missed. That bird came back. That bird had a little bit more experience, so it got away, probably hid somewhere for close to an hour, and then I went and ate dinner, and I came and looked out the window, and the bird was on the landing platform, about to trap. So good, no losses. And then we've had some bad weather. Friday could have been a day I could have got them out, but I had to work late. I didn't get home until about 7 o'clock, so they didn't go out Friday. Yesterday, it poured. Today, it's foggy right now. It's going to pour again, so the birds are in. But we're going to just keep moving forward. They're going to have to learn how to get away from the hawks. The strong ones and the smart ones are going to survive and come back. It's May now. I can't keep taking like a week off because of the hawks. These birds need to start flying. Thursday, I had a lot of them up in the air for the first time. The majority of the second rounders took to the sky. The sky was littered with birds. I had birds everywhere. And it was good. I need that to keep happening. I need them to group up soon. Hopefully in the next week or so, week and a half, they'll start grouping up. I'll have, instead of just 7 in a group routing, hopefully I could have 20, 25 birds in that group routing. And then there's 5 or 6 that are a little younger. They're really like my 3rd rounders. So I'm not expecting them to do too much yet. But by the end of the month, I hope to have 20 to 25 birds road trained, and all of them loft flying and routing. And that's my goal for this month. And then June, gonna vaccinate them and kill the lights and let them molt. Don't really know what I'm doing with that yet, cutting the flights and pulling them and everything, but that's where I'm going to rely on my friend Silvio to kind of guide me through that. Again, I've said it multiple times, he's been instrumental in this. He's really done a really good job of explaining things to me and reaffirming some of my decisions that I've made. Sometimes I know the right answer, but I feel like it's not right, so I'll ask him, and he mostly asks me what I think instead of telling me what to do, and then I'll tell him what I think, and we'll talk about it a little bit, and either reaffirms that I was correct in my thoughts, or refine the decision a little bit. But he's been helping me tremendously. So update on the birds. I'm really pleased with the birds that I have right now. I've got 29 in here, and 4 more in the other loft that are close to being weaned. Those birds are young, so they're going to be on the natural system molting and everything. But I figure in May or in June, when these guys are locked down to molt, the other 4 are going to be on the natural system, so I'm just going to I'll keep flying them. We'll get them caught up. We'll have maybe 3 weeks of all these other birds being in and molting, so I'll have 3 weeks of getting the other 4 out and flying and hopefully routing, and then everybody can go together, and I'll have a nice, barring any losses, we'll go into the assumption that there's no losses. We'll stick with the numbers I have now. Should have 33 birds going, and I'm pretty excited about that. I've been really pleased so far with the birds that I have. I know the races are what matters, and that's what's going to define the birds and how good they are and everything. But so far in what I've been able to do, I'm trying to also evaluate the birds. I feel like every day that they're out is a chance to evaluate what you have and pick up little habits and patterns and stuff like that, which is, I think, important for a new guy. Is start evaluating your birds like immediately. Start picking up on things, and you'll start to get a feel for which of your breeders are giving you what type of bird. And for instance, so far, the birds that I have doing things the fastest are anything that has the Mussolini bloodline in it from my friend John. I have a pair of Mussolinis together, 2 blue bars. They keep giving me blue bars, and those birds fly. They come out of the egg wanting to fly, and they're they're really docile. They're really calm. They don't mind being held. They land on me. They're in all the videos of the birds landing on me, eating out of my hand. They're usually the Mussolinis. And they're doing well. And the other pair is a Dijkstra cock with a Mussolini hen, and same thing. So it seems to be all the birds with Mussolini in them are doing really well for me. So, preliminarily, what I've distinguished now is like those may be pairs that I want to keep together next year. But, we'll let the races be the deciding factor. But right now, I've been very pleased. Another pair I have that I've been pleased with the babies is it's this Jansen cock and the Muleman hen that I've got 4 babies from them, and so far 2 of them are the younger ones, but 2 are my second rounders, and they're doing phenomenal as well. They're starting to do things really fast. The one silver with the red bars, it was out for one hawk attack. The hawk went after it. It spent the night out. Came back the next day. And then the other day, again, that bird was also chased by the hawk. And I think it's because of the lighter color. But it was chased by the hawk on Thursday. Bird got away, took off, came back about an hour later. So the little things like that I'm noticing. Who's smart, who's not so smart, and just starting my evaluations now. I made the executive decision the other day I took a young bird out of here and I put it in with the cocks. It's the white bird. If you've been following along since the beginning, I have that one white bird that didn't really fly anywhere. It would go to the roof of the loft, maybe to the neighbor's roof once in a while, and really do nothing else. That bird's been going out since the end of February, beginning of March. It's 2 months now of going out, and that bird just doesn't go anywhere. It was from the original white homers that I had that, weren't pedigreed. They weren't anything. And, I bred a couple of babies from them figuring, let's see what they're made of. Maybe they can do it. Well, time will tell. And that one, no, it just would not fly anywhere. It was keeping the birds on the roof of the loft because it wouldn't go anywhere. So they thought it was okay to just hang out. And then the last few times out, because it's a cock, it started claiming the landing platform, and I would start calling the birds in, and it would chase them off the landing platform, block the trap door, and not let anybody in. And I was like, you know what? Now not only are you not flying, you're being detrimental to working with the other birds, and just really pissed me off. The bird was really pissing me off. And I was told, oh, he's young, he'll figure it out and whatever. But you know what? I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. If you're going to be lazy and you're not going to want to fly and you're going to want to, stop the birds from trapping because you're whatever, you think you claim the landing platform for some reason, you're out of here. I mean, I don't have a quantity of birds to be dealing with that. I need quality over quantity at this point with the size setup I have. And that bird was detrimental. I moved it into the cock section because it's a cock. It's out of here. That's it. I dealt with this for 2 weeks of this claiming the landing platform and doing this. And I tried different things. I tried chasing the bird up. I tried tossing it out in the yard to get it to fly, and nothing. I mean, my grandfather would have dispatched that bird weeks ago, but it's a healthy young bird, so it's in the cock section for now. I'll figure that out later. I have a friend who took my other white birds, and just as a hobby, he's not planning on racing. He's just going to breed them, and I don't even know if he's going to let them out. He seems to be very content with just keeping them as pets. He's got them in a big loft with a giant aviary. That thing's actually huge. And he said he may never let them out because of the hawks. He may just keep them as pets. So I'll call him if he wants them. He can have them. I would not give him to a fellow racer because if I don't want him to be on the race team, then I'm not going to give him to anybody who's got a race team or breeding for a race team. But somebody who wants them as a pet and just enjoy them, you can have them. But, I've been very pleased with the rest of the birds so far. And actually Thursday was the first time I took that white bird out of here. I got him out of here. I actually put him in the basket that day. I just got him out of the loft. And that's when I had all the birds flying, because I didn't have that jackass sitting on the roof of the loft, walking around, cooing. And, he was acting like a dropper, but not getting the birds to trap. So I can't even use him as a dropper. He's just useless, utterly useless. So he's gone. That's it. Getting him out of here, I let all the birds out, and they actually flew because they weren't playing follow the leader with that dummy. So I had probably 20 birds in the sky, flying all over the place, and they all came back. They all trapped quick. I didn't have him blocking the trap door, so it was almost an immediate improvement just getting that one bird out of here. And I remember a couple months ago, I don't remember who said it to me, but it might have been my uncle. I don't remember, but somebody told me nothing will piss you off more than a pigeon that doesn't listen. And I figured, how much could they piss me off? And that bird pissed me off. I was so mad at that bird numerous times that, I almost wrung his neck. And I was like, you know what? Let me get him out of here. Get him out of here. I got a friend who's probably gonna want him. Put him with the other ones and just treat him like a pet, which is what that bird needs. That bird does not deserve to be on a race team. get out of here. I mean, maybe one more time, I'm going to take him 2 blocks away and let him out and see if that gets him to fly. And if he flies from that and comes back, and I don't know, maybe that'll be the last chance. But at this point, he's done. But yeah, just wanted to kind of do a state of the loft address for you guys, and you know, talk about what's going on here, what I've been dealing with, why there hasn't been as many videos, and yeah, have a good weekend. And the end of this, I'll pan around to all the birds. They're out in the aviary in the swamp weather that's going on. But I'll pan around to some of the birds, and I'll talk to you guys soon.